Two things. Also, the other thing this can do is maybe talk about potentially comms, which have not been discussed in our previous coaching sessions. Just be out of like, it was always kind of something on the back burner. We talk about alt tracking and stuff, but not really.
Yeah,
comms.
of course. Ryan, what hero are you playing here?
At the start on Lijiang Tower, I play Mei. I think it's mostly Mei Tracer the whole series. I say on Lijiang Tower, I play Mei. I believe we lose. I definitely threw the last fight on Lijiang Tower. Quite horrific throw from me. But we can get into why it was even close, because I think we could have won a few other fights even regardless of that.
Right.
Sorry if the stream quality is like not the best, but it should be like passable, I would say.
Yeah. We'll make do. We'll make do. Okay.
Lock. Average Maba Dick Rider. It's insane how much.
Is this you start with Lijiang? Does that work for you?
Yeah. If you hear just jokes in the comments, you can just ignore it.
I'll do my best. I have a hard time ignoring jokes. I have to sit there and analyze the quality, then I'll give you a grade at the end. So,
well, yeah.
FYI.
Our team is a bit of a jokester team, but yeah, playing Mei on Lijiang here, we can just like start to go through and see.
Sure.
I mean, they don't have
no bad. Soldier's low.
I'm gonna look to wall queen. Are we ready to
push?
Yeah, I played a lot of Mei into the queen. We found a lot of success with that.
I think Ram Mei is good versus
Oh, that
queen.
goes away. That goes away. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Mei is definitely makes Queen's life hard. Yeah, but see, I got my cryo forced really early. So my main tank thinks that I should be like closer to the backup point. What are your thoughts on that? Good idea, bad idea? Because it gives you more space to wall, and then you don't get your cryo forced by like the shotgun, obviously.
If you can't avoid their off angle, then the answer is yes.
Okay. It seems like I've died a lot of times to like poke damage from up close, but I also instinctually play close because it's like, oh, I get the wall, I want to hit the M1. You know.
The problem is that you're playing the worst of both worlds. It's not that playing close is bad, but that playing far away is bad. It's that you're playing close to poke and to wall when it can't do both. Because by playing to poke, you expose yourself to off angles, and you expose yourself to getting your ice block forced. Whereas if you look at it this way, if you can you see my crosshair or cursor?
I can, yeah, I can.
If you hold either this corner here or the far right corner, or even just hug the wall really tight here, then you're not likely to get your ice block forced because you're not going to be poked here. You means you lose poke, but you win the wall.
Yeah. If you're gonna poke, you want it to be like from the backup point. But if you're gonna hold close, you don't want to take unnecessary poke.
Yeah. You just have no cover here. You have no cover here. You have no cover.
Yeah, and that kind of gets everything forced.
Yeah. It's the same thing for Reaper as well.
I believe he dies, but I think we all die at that point.
Yeah,
we got everything forced.
Yeah. At that point, it's too late.
Reaper is much the same. I believe we switch off Reaper almost immediately. But we were experimenting with new comps, because of the patch and such.
Okay, pardon me, but this is obnoxious. This happens with Twitch VOD sometimes, where the play button does not like go away from the middle of your screen. So you see that like pause and play, it'll stay on. So I have to like refresh it.
Oh yeah.
Good wall. Big wall.
Queen.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why sometimes Mei and the Queen is like good, because you just get a free
Mei Ram is great.
There was this one time, it might have been on this no, it was on Garden, where we like freeze and slow the Queen, and it almost looked like she is not able to move because of how slow she is. I didn't realize the effect stacked like that. You can turn down our comms if you ever find them too loud, by the way. Yeah,
sure. I guess for you, it's just like you said you wanted to bring up communication, but if we're just kind of like chatting through.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I guess it would be like, is there anything specific you wanted to look at with communication, or just more broadly?
Specific things about our comms. I would say maybe things that you are missing in our comms, like for example, if I do something that should be called out and I don't call it out, or things that are like not extremely and that's not really the things that are missing, and then things that are like probably not worth calming. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. So then respectfully,
just like what should we be emphasizing with our comms?
Okay. Sure. So shut up for a second.
Help Sky.
Respectfully.
No worries.
Help Sky. I am Lucio. I'm coming back with
What? I am Lucio.
That's an inside joke. It's an inside joke.
Okay.
Okay, are they outside?
Okay.
Let's hold them,
Yeah, Soldier's out here. Just hang on.
Wait, where was I going?
Help Sky, help Sky, help Sky, help Sky.
Help Sky.
I am Lucio.
I'm coming back with Cole, okay? Are they outside?
Okay.
Let's hold them,
Yeah, Soldier's out here. Just hang on.
I almost said Blizzard. They're gonna queen
Get
ult,
ready
yeah.
to push. Get ready to push, everyone. Ready? With
Yeah,
Cole.
ready.
Watch
3,
out.
2, 1. Go.
Wall.
I mean,
Yeah, I
this
just
is
shouldn't
this
get hit
this
by that
this well, this is like the communication where like you guys are just like straight up not listening.
Yeah. We
Like
do
your
a lot of
Moira,
talking, not a lot of listening.
your Moira said that I'm coming back from spawn with Cole, and you guys just like are like, oh yeah, anyway, let's push. What?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Like, are you guys dense? Like, you guys should not even be staging here with your Moira then.
Yeah,
Much
we
less,
should have
like-
just been back at point.
Yeah, just back point. Like, let your rotation along Moira from coast, right? And then you're good to go. Like, you guys just didn't listen. The play itself was like, okay, you guys want to push with Cole, be ready for Queen ult. That's like, I won't say it's perfect, but it's like, it's okay. It's good enough, right? It's fine. I respect it. But you guys just didn't do what you said you were going to do.
Okay.
Yeah, Soldier's out here. Just hang on.
Almost said
Yeah,
Blizzard.
it definitely. You know, when I said mention comms, it was definitely like a thing that I didn't bring it up for the last coaching sessions because it's like kind of secondary to the gameplay. But a lot of times we do lose fights because of bad comms, where we either don't
I would
listen
say
to
it's
each
the
other.
opposite, frankly. Like, I would say it's the opposite. I would say, like, to an extent, communication is overrated. It depends on the type of communication. But I said certain aspects of communication is everything. Like the irony here is that the communication that you guys are missing is not even secondary to the gameplay. It is the primary. Because how do you know how to use your wall, or how do you position if you're pushing with Cole versus are you
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
How do you position if you're waiting for your Moira to come back from spawn? Like, this wall is bad.
More
not-
passively, yeah.
Right. This wall is bad. Not because the idea of the wall is bad. The idea of the wall was great. It was a good, nice split. But because you guys aren't fighting here. So why are you walling?
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's it. So, like,
Oh my.
I have nothing to say to add here because you guys just didn't
They're
listen.
sliding in. Okay.
So GG's.
Yeah.
I need to play with you guys.
I see what
There's
you
no
mean.
Curie, so it's more doable than.
And you know, we're not like obviously an owl team or a contenders team where like communication is like needs to be military-esque. You know,
Yeah.
we obviously have like jokes and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah, of
definitely
course. You can have
something I
fun.
feel like we could stand to look at because it's not really something we've ever looked at all. So there's probably
Sure.
some easy fixes we could implement.
Right. Well, I
make-
won't say
to kind of-
easy fixes. I will say simple fixes. Right. Like, in
Yeah,
other words, like,
simple's a better word. Simple's a better word.
listening to each other for like setting up your plan is like sometimes a difficult thing to do, but it's not a complicated thing to understand. Right. Yeah. That's all there is to it.
Wait that out. Oh, chair.
Just wait.
Just get ready to wall if they walk in.
Okay, they're not really.
Yeah.
walking. They're smart.
Can we take
I
left
got-
side?
Hey, what's
I don't
up?
know if we should.
What's up?
Just go main. Just wait for this. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
So I think we're just waiting for our Moira push out.
Wall looking on Queen. Walling. No, it didn't work.
Bad wall.
Still take space with that. Still take space with that.
Watch Soj rail. Watch
Lucio
Soj
1,
rail.
Lucio 1.
Queen is half. Wall looking on Queen. Walling. No, it didn't work. Damn it. We still take
Probably
space.
should have just walled the door instead of trying to get it right behind her.
One thing for you particularly that I'd be keeping an eye out for is that this has happened twice now, where you'll look for a wall on main, you'll get the wall on main, or you'll fail the wall on main. What should you do right now?
No, it didn't work.
You failed the wall, now what?
Probably just get behind my ram and then stage for Blizzard.
Do you know what's over here?
Like an off angle? What do you mean?
Do you know who? There's somebody here right now. Can you guess? You might not remember this
Actually-
match, but you'd be able to guess.
Shoot. It's not the Queen. It's not the
No.
Lucio that I see.
No.
Is it the? So I don't know.
It's the
I don't
Sojourn.
know actually.
It's a Sojourn.
Okay.
It's a Sojourn. So the irony here is that you actually recognize this in like theory, but not in the execution. So listen to the call here.
We still take space with that. Still take space with that.
Watch.
Where should you be taking space with this?
On the Sojourn.
On the
forcing out
angle,
that off
right?
angle.
On the angle,
Okay,
right?
Yeah,
The irony is
Got
that
it, got
like
it.
if you're looking to take space off of a missed wall, it's not on main because if anything, the wall gets in your way, right?
Yeah.
It's actually okay. We've created an obstruction that allows us to safely press out an off angle without us worrying about getting poked from main.
That was a thing you discussed in our last coaching session on Route 66, where we were stuck for like 5 minutes on that end point, where you were like wall main and then just go flush out an angle. It's probably it's something we need to probably implement a lot.
Right, exactly. So it's like even your ram here is like push, but the wall, you whiff the wall. So instead, you need to clear out your angles and set up your next 3-2-1 hard push.
We just kind of neglected the sojourn,
and neglected the sojourn, which isn't just a fundamentally, in theory, bad idea, but in execution.
Watch Sojo.
Yeah, it gets your Moira killed. Yeah,
gets your Moira killed, right?
I see.
And not only does it get your Moira killed, but she's still a threat because you didn't even clear out either angle, so there's still problems here. Like you guys, like look at this. You guys have a beat. What on earth are you gonna do right now?
Queen is gonna get frozen. Look at Queen.
You see this?
Damn.
Look at the
and
Sojourn.
then she gets me. Yeah.
Sojourn next.
And we're forced to use two or three ults.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Like you guys should still lose this.
There's just more choices.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. I think we just neglected that off angle in this fight.
Yeah. So I do think that like, when you're running these superior brawl compositions, you need to try to look for the walls on Queen. But because that they know that they're going to force walls on Queen, if you don't get like the perfect wall or they disengage it really easily, you still force a lot of cooldowns, which then allows you to look on your flanks. So let's put it this way. You're a big, scary tank. Enemy team gives that respect. You punch them in the mouth or fail, or they back off really, really far. But they back off so far that it gives you time to look around you for a second or two. And then you can go punch them in the mouth.
Clear your angles.
And not just Sojourn, but Tracer too, right? Because the Tracer's on the flank too, right?
Play together.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm split from you guys. I'm gonna come right side.
Their Queen's back. Queen's back.
They're coming on me.
This is one call where I think like having some sort of actionable leadership call would be really important here. I don't even know what ults you guys have. I'm assuming that you guys have like Ram ult, maybe, but like having some sort of guidance or leadership about like where we're going this fight.
Last fight.
Okay, so then maybe you have Cole, or maybe you don't have Cole, or maybe they have the ultimate, and you guys have to like some sort of leadership here. Like besides, okay, we're fighting here would be nice here.
Yeah. Usually,
Wait, I think we're calling it here. I think we're calling it here, but it's a little slow.
Right side.
Their Queen's back.
So like, listen here.
They're coming on me. Hey, I'm overclock here.
Overclock.
I'm gonna pop overclock here when they walk in, okay? Okay.
That's a great call right there. That's a great call.
Okay.
That's a great call. It's just I would have liked that to be a teeny bit faster.
Yeah, because the fight's already happening.
Yeah. Credit to your Sojourn there. Because the reason why I want it to be a teeny bit sooner is because if I'm you here, I'm getting antsy and I'm just going to start calling things like, hey guys, let's just push when they like wall on point. Like get ready, we're going to wall on point, right? I would start to override my Sojourn with just a basic neutral fight plan call. Because your Sojourn's taking too long to speak up. It's a good call. It's a little late.
Yeah, I think that fight being so scrappy kind of causes to not have like a normal, okay, we're going to like set up this fight kind of call, which is something we normally do. But that fight was like so on and off, we didn't really get a chance to breathe. But yeah, I totally see what you mean. It was a good call from our Sojourn.
Right. Okay.
Right side. Moira one.
Obviously, screwy wall. And again, I think the wall is screwy because you're not choosing how you want to position.
Yeah, I just need to pick one. I need to pick either like wall and poke or wall and like M1 close and not take poke.
This is where like I would need to ask like Backbone his opinion on this because he'd have a better opinion than I would. But my initial gut says something like start here because you can wall either side and see if that works. Just try it out. Yeah, see if you can preserve your ice block. You should because Carnage damage didn't scale with a recent health increase. So you just have 50. You have 50 free HP. So like in theory you should be okay, right?
Go to right side.
I didn't even think about how axe damage didn't scale.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I was actually surprised at, but because I think she hit so many more knives, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Only thing I would say here is like obviously you guys have your plan, but I don't know if you expected them to have beat, which changes also how you guys position.
Yeah, because if we know they have beat, we need to make it harder for them to reach us.
Right. So just we'll also just in general.
Moira one.
She's too close.
Yeah.
She's too close. Really, period. But she's definitely too close if they have beat, right?
If they have a beat rush, yeah.
Right. So it's like what I like to call a 2-layer plan, right? Where it's like you have your plan and you anticipate their response.
The last comm was also pretty bad from me because I said we have Cole, but I think he thought I said use Cole, and then he died during Cole, which was sad.
Well, that's on his responsibility. He needs to be able to handle his own ultimates, right? I
Well,
agree,
yeah, I know.
But you need to let him like kind of handle his ultimates as well. But yeah, it's either way.
Yeah, I just shouldn't have said anything.
That's true.
I can cryo.
Rail, they have rail, they have
We have
rail.
cold. Oh no.
Queen low, queen low.
All right.
We didn't need to call at all.
I know. I thought I heard the call to pull, so I called.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, there it was.
See, this is too much like a psychology therapy session. You know, it's fine. Who cares? Like your Moira should have called it. You shouldn't have said anything. Go next.
Call. I
Queen
said we.
overclock, pulse. Do they have coal?
They don't have.
Yeah.
They use pulse.
Oh, right, yeah.
We need to go like semi-fast. Should we go red side or no?
We gotta go. We gotta go.
What are we doing here? Do you have any idea?
Go.
The soldier's
We're trying to
A.
just
Walk
like
me.
rush point. That's the wall I was looking for the first time because it forced her back.
We got
on
that.
me.
But
No shot, no
he's
shot,
getting
no
a
shot.
tough
Help,
spot
though.
here.
We almost have B. We're 96 to it.
We gotta fight the
It's again one of those situations where it's like you're scared of like you're dealing with a Sojourn off angle.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
We need to go,
because
like,
of that,
semi-fast.
your
We go
rotation
red
is
side or no?
bad. You need to go right side. You have to go right side.
Okay.
Because if you don't go right side, the Sojourn off angle just like is impossible. Like
I guess
impossible.
my tank thought we didn't have enough time to touch.
Of course you have time to touch.
Is that you have time? Okay, yeah. Lucy
yeah,
can definitely
going left isn't even faster than going right to point.
Is it?
No, it's not. If it is faster, it's by like a half of a second.
Huh,
Because think about
okay.
this: you have to traverse from here to here, but you traverse from here to here, and you're already almost a coast side.
I
And
see,
in this
I see,
transition
yeah.
from here to here, you're doing the exact same thing. It's like literally like a half of a second or 1 second slower.
Okay.
Go.
And then you're not getting literally shot in the back. Like she will still have
Yeah,
an
we
off
get
angle on this
overclock in
window
the
here,
back.
but then you can wall like here and then just walk forward here, and you force her on the
Walk
point.
queen.
Because then they pinch her as like last time.
Yeah, you're getting shot in the butt cheeks. This is
No shot,
impossible.
no shot.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
awesome.
And trio on it.
Scott. Alright, let's go. Right side or left side? Quickly.
Right.
Because we had a problem in scrims where we couldn't figure out which side to go. Because we kept forgetting. Which sounds really silly, but this is kind of why I'm bringing up our comms, because I mean we've refined our gameplay a lot over the course of this season, and we haven't even touched our comms, so I feel like it's something worth looking at.
Sure. I want to listen here. Let's just listen for a second.
Yeah, sorry.
We would
I'll
do
stop.
it, but we
That's
would
okay.
lose two. We could lose keyboard, we'd lose me, or we'd
That
lose
is just
milk.
entirely.
The
I inted like hard there. That round is just on me. Like
it's okay.
100%.
Moria should be easier in the next rounds. We definitely had a good fundamental thing going. I just think the
I mean,
play
we
with
should just be
the
able to kill the queen pretty easily. With what
yeah, I
they
know
have.
we would do it, but we'd like lose two. We could lose keyboard, we'd lose me, or we'd
That
lose
is just
milk.
Because of the
entirely
off angle.
Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
no worries.
Yeah, I kept getting body shot by Will, and then they just shout and act walk onto me.
There's me
Okay,
coughing because of the
I
flu.
think-
Mm-hmm.
You need to.
Now I wanna
do
cough
a
now.
Sojourn angle. Should we
I
send
think
me and
unironically-
trio on it?
you guys, you and
You guys
So yeah,
just need
my
to survive while we
Milk, our
do
Lucia
that.
player, realized the off angle.
TP out, Sky. TP out, Sky.
Scott. Alright, let's go. Right side or left?
So you guys are like you realizing that the Sojourn is kind of a problem here, but I think like the key thing is just like finding down times with which to push her out, or finding rotations when she's less of an issue is the key thing.
Yeah.
And then honestly,
Yeah,
it's
Milk-
not that deep, right? Like sometimes it's just been bad plans or bad execution or somebody screwed up. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes it's just mechanics.
I think what ends up happening is that like generally the solutions to the problem are relatively simple or not worth thinking about. And what this always happens, or like this, something like this will happen, and people were like, well, we need to be doing this, or we need to be making this adjustment. No. Now's not the time for that. If it's an adjustment, it's going to be a simple one, or just play better, guys. That's it.
Yeah, because if you
Don't-
try and like rework the wheel mid round, it won't go for well. Probably.
Exactly. Everyone's thinking and trying to adjust and trying to no, just play the game. You don't need to make adjustments. It's just you don't have time to make adjustments. The thing with Overwatch is it's not like X's and O's, you know? Like it's like so much more complicated than that. And so like you just need to like play. Just play. And if you're gonna make any adjustments, it needs to be like very, very basic
Left
stuff.
side, quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
At least mid round, you make the
Yeah.
adjustments on like scrims and stuff.
Yeah.
Get ready to wall. Look at the wall
They're
here.
going white room.
You got to scrim a lot next week for in preparation for our
Tracer
tournament.
outside.
So we'll probably review all
You're gonna walk,
three
Wayne,
of the
get ready to
coaching
walk.
sessions over
Go,
again.
go,
We've already
go,
reviewed
go.
a few of them. Yes, there. Look how little she
That's what I like to
moves.
see. Lucy
She's
one,
like rooted.
Tracer outside.
We Junkrat trapped her. It's insane.
We're gonna walk, Wayne. Get ready to walk. Go. Nice.
That was odd. Yeah, that was odd.
Lucy one.
I thought there was a cap on slow, but maybe
Don't
not.
get booped. Do not get booped. Do not get booped.
What is it? Do you know?
I don't know.
No headshot.
I don't know.
Okay, we cap.
Cause like the cap on speed is
You
70.
like Marbler or Carq to like test it or something.
Yeah, Marbler. Man, I love
Lucio.
Marbler.
Oh, that was such a headshot.
It boosts your ego a little bit.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Almost as good as my May.
We boop them if they go white room. We
Yeah.
go, okay. That's
Your master's man.
Okay.
I saw your
Shut up.
you know my friend Hasbullah got coaching from you, Habibi.
Yeah.
And he was in your Farah video as an example of what not to do.
Yeah, no, trust me. He was in my Twitch chat during when I was playing that game live. He's like, "What should I play?" And I was like, "Bro, I don't know. I'm ending my brains. I'll play whatever you want." I think I went like Life Weaver or Brigitte or something. I don't even know. It was,
Oh, that guy's so funny.
What the fuck?
it was funny.
White
Oh yeah, they went Maga. It didn't work for them at all. I've heard people are
Just
like
hard poke,
Maga's
I
on the
guess.
upswing since the patch
For
on
sure.
Tuesday though.
For sure, yep.
No one, no E.
I'm going
We
for
went out
a
E. Can we win out E? Can we win out E? I guess.
I would love for you to be taking a different angle from your RAM if you are going to be poking like this. So like, I
Okay.
would love for you to be on the opposite
Left
side of
side.
this window.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So just like, because then you'll be able to like shoot down like that corridor and not necessarily have to just like pump damage into Malga, and you'll still have the wall.
Yeah, sometimes I handhold my tank too much on May.
going
It's
for
really
it.
an issue I only have with my May. Like
Well,
my Tracer
well,
Echo
remember-
Genji.
Remember, it's what your tank needs, because it's what your tank needs you to be on the angle to put more pressure on the Malga than he puts on you him. Because the thing
Yeah,
is
yeah.
you're giving the
E,
value
we
of
went out
cover
E, we
here.
went out E.
Yeah, I shielded it.
Nice.
Tracer behind.
Tracer
Keep
behind.
poking Maga. Keep poking him.
I don't have
You
amp.
can maybe look for boop. They're on that.
Yeah, this is good
Yeah, they're
adjustment.
on the edge.
Wrap around.
No, care rail, care rail.
I go back though.
Log
I
out.
I mean, that's
I think
fine,
it was just
but then rotate back. Like, rotate back once the Surgeon E's gone, you know? Like, you could
Okay,
already be
yeah,
rotating back.
Walk.
Milk
That's
is a nice
fine.
boop. It was
No walls,
a
no-
good
no
call
walls,
from our
no
tank
walls, no walls, no
for
walls.
Milk to look for a boop there.
Yep.
Look for the boop on bridge.
Running in.
I don't left.
They're gonna go left. They're going
Tracer's
left.
got
They're going left. They're going left.
Okay. What do we want to open with here? What do we open with here?
It's really too late to be having that conversation.
Yes, yeah, it really is. Maga is pinning in, and we're like, what are we doing?
Like, this needs to be basically, I mean, you tell me what do
As
you
soon
guys
as
play
the
for?
fight ends.
What do you
we
play
were
for here with what
discussing
you
the
see?
next fight. Well, Maga. Okay, well, I guess that's hindsight. So, not knowing what they're gonna do next fight, we should probably, if they have cage fight, beat it. I don't think they have cage fight though. So probably look to beat more of like an overclock or a Cole if they are threatening a lot. I mean, probably like
You
Ram
don't have
pretty early
Cole.
on.
You don't have overclock.
Well, no. I was saying their Cole. We want to
Yeah.
beat their Cole or overclock if they have that.
Yeah.
And then look to Ramalt. And then if I build Blizzard, we could do that if we really need it. If
You're gonna
are
build
also
Blizzard.
something
You're
else
gonna
in
build.
the
You're gonna
play.
build Blizzard. You're gonna build Blizzard.
Yeah,
100%.
shooting
So I-
Maga, I'm obviously. gonna build Blizzard.
So I would be just thinking about like how are we going to set up like our Ram or Blizzard? Or we're just going to like use it to just like prolong my. Probably the best thing here is just like let your Ram use Nemesis form as necessary, and then you just look for Blizzard, and then that's all the comms that we have, and then Milk just knows to beat whenever it's needed, right? Like you guys you guys don't even need a plan of like we're going to proactively do this or this is the specific strategy we're going to do. It's more along the lines of like all three of our ultimates. We have 3 ultimates. When a Ram needs help, he's going to use it. When we need Blizzard, we're going to use it. When they use an ultimate that we need to beat, we're going to use it. Like everything can be reactive. It's totally fine.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Cole.
Yeah, sometimes we need to keep our comms
yeah.
simpler,
Start off
dumb
left.
down ideas to like very simple
Yeah.
ideas.
Very simple idea, so that then you don't have to like overthink things. You guys can just play the game.
I don't left.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
going left. They're going left. They're going left. They're going left.
Okay. What do we want to open with here? What do we open with here?
Yeah, the late call.
Like
yeah.
you see, like you're asking, like, what do you want to open with? Like, but what are you going to open with? Like, honestly, like none of your ultimates make sense to open with, right? Like, how do you force a Ram ult? How do you force a Blizzard? How do you force a beat? You could,
Usually,
but it's hard.
oh sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, usually we have the idea because we were too passive with ults for a while, and we would lose fights when we had like 4 ults because we would like get picked before we used any of them. So we had the idea that we wanted to be like the initiators, but in this context, it's not really necessary because they don't have a lot of pick potential,
Sure.
and they also don't have. All of our ults are also like very good reactionary ults. Not
Well, that's
like,
it. That's it. And it
And
can
they have
also
Maga.
not to play like crazy like semantics on you, but like you could be like proactively reactive. Like, okay, we're going to pop Blizzard the second that I see Malga press his
Yeah, I see what you mean.
thing, or if I see fade, or Ram is going to use his Ramatra the second that he is under a lot of pressure. Like we're looking for these specific things, to kind of be our cues.
Just like be ready to react.
Exactly. We're knowing
We
what
started
we're
to
looking
do
for.
that with Blizzarding Ram ult, and we've seen a lot of success with that.
Yeah, because I think both are like really good in when used
Market
like that.
frozen. No more ults, no more ults, no more ults.
Like this is good. You guys did it correctly. You saw the slam, you built the ult, you use it. They use Sojourn ult, then you chain beat on top of it. This is good.
I think we waste Colbo.
Yep.
You didn't have Cole.
Hey, Jason, please don't
More one. No fade, more one. No
Oh
fade.
yeah, I'm thinking of a different fight. My bad. My fault.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Kill Soj at me. Soj.
Yeah, like this is like what I call good layering, right? Like you use 2 ultimates, they use 1 and you won the fight.
Lasagna.
That's it.
That was the first really big thing we learned when the first coaching system we had.
It's really important.
Did he wait? Oh, it's cage play got canceled. I didn't even realize.
Lucio Tracer coming.
Yeah.
Don't get pulsed.
I saw him like do the.
Yeah, I mean,
little
you guys
put-down
are cooking here. Yeah, this is good.
Now here, okay. I do something very, very. Oh hi, what's up, Sky? I do something very silly, and it loses us this round, and I'm not happy about it. But let's we can get there when we get to it.
Okay. I mean, the key thing here is like the silly ones are always. Let me guess. Was it at the end of the round or near the end of the round?
Yeah, it obviously feels worse because it's the round losing mistake.
Exactly. So what we're gonna do to make you feel better?
Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Finish your thought.
My dad taught me that when playing baseball because I would always, be very upset if I was like the last out, right? Because it doesn't feel good.
No.
But he was like, there were like 27 other outs or 26 other outs. So like, don't feel bad that you were the one that didn't get a hit in the most pressure situation.
That's it. Exactly.
I kind of learned that from my dad.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flame you from starting from the first round to tell you how much a piece of worthless trash that you are.
Yeah, go. I appreciate that.
No, Queen.
I'm surprised that you guys aren't like trying to take white here with Ram May.
Take a peek at our TP at the start of this round.
All right.
Because it really hurt our chances of taking space.
Yes.
It really did not help our outcome to victory. Big space taking TP did not quite work out.
All right, whatever.
Honestly, though, does it really matter? You get there a little bit later, so you have a little bit of a choke disadvantage, but your comp still is like.
Okay,
I mean, it kind of does because that Sojourn E and Moira orb means that we can't go the stairs, which means
but they just use the Sojourn E and Moira orb. Like, oh no, we can't. Like, you're telling me this Moira orb on my screen right now is preventing you from taking white.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It bounced, number one, and number two, they threw it at they just tossed all their AOE cooldowns at the stairs, and since we weren't there first, they kind of get white for free, so we have to fight for white. Not saying it's like.
Go! You can go. Look at this. This is like the red carpet. They're just inviting you.
However,
to push
they are already in white with their big scary axe or whatever they're on.
You have Ram Vortex. You have May Wall. They don't.
No, Queen.
That's true. That's a good
Do
point.
it. If they're surrounding Sojourn Tracer, what do you think? A Tracer in white is Tracer in white scary?
Tracer in white's
Oh,
very
okay.
scary.
Thank you.
Queen is walled. Nice boop on the axe.
Good boot from Milk.
Yeah.
I'm low.
Yeah, but we kind of had to fight for a lot of this space.
I mean, that's
will
fine.
say.
That's fine. Let's talk about like the details here. Like, I want to know where your Sojourn E was.
Are they on Ram?
Sojourn Lucius from City Main.
Queen Tracer.
Sojourn Lucio sitting main. Okay. But I would have saved this. That was the disruptor shot. Like, I would have saved that for this moment right now. So you have the hard push, and then you send your disruptor shot from point to right here. You guys see this right here? This is it's over. It's over.
Okay.
Queen is walled.
Man, do you remember when Sojourn shot used to slow? Can you imagine that with like
I remember
Ram
that.
May right now?
Remember, you've heard me talk about the 300 DPS Sojourn shot, or not 300 DPS, but 300 damage Sojourn shot, right? You guys know about that, right?
No.
Huh?
And
Was
Alpha
that like a
did,
beta thing?
And Alpha did 300 damage instead of 200.
Oh my god.
Why has Blizzard made Sojourn OP for as long as Brig is OP at this point? Think about it. She's been the best DPS in the game, like consistently for like almost all of Overwatch 2.
Yeah, it's tricky. I think a lot of people blame Rail, which I think is fair, but I also think it's the fact that she just has the best escape cooldown of any hit scan, which I don't
It's an
think
insane cooldown.
which I don't think is necessarily bad. I think she's but it's the problem is that it's married to Rail, right? Like if you had Sojourn with like this really cool, like it's like if you think about like all the other hit scans and their defensive cooldowns, they're just awful. Like they're just actually like awful. Like Grapple's bad, Roll's bad, Coach Gun's bad. Yeah, it's just terrible. So I don't know.
Lunge from Hanzo.
Yeah, exactly.
Queen low.
Like this isn't
my-
bad for me, guys. But yeah. Okay, go ahead.
My tank always says that Sojourn is just Widow with mobility.
I mean, yeah, it's not wrong. I would say in terms of like small things here, wall needs to like this gap would want to be closed here, just so there's no
Yeah,
follow up
yeah.
here. Like you can see there's some faces looking through here. We don't want them to see anything, so just a small thing.
My wall placement needed work since the day I picked up May.
And I also think like what you guys are pushing for here is really important too. Like you guys can wall in front of the queen and just wrap through here with your like look at how things are like you guys aren't necessarily like all on the same page here. You've already used your disruptor shot. You're walling on the queen, but then you don't get the right wall, and then your ram is actually walking back and vortexing backline instead of going for the queen. You kind of see what I'm saying? So it's like it's not
split.
I'm generally like not a big enemy of being split on target focus. I think it's generally okay because it's like it's good vortex value and stuff. But like I do think that like there is a world where like if you guys are able to sync that up there, it might be slightly better.
Carry behind.
Yeah, I mean it's just like a good time for the NA rush 2-head approach.
You're right, exactly. It's not bad, but like, especially if you'd had your disruptor shot there. Freaking
yeah, I'm
Twitch, I have to
scapegoating the
refresh this.
TP, but I'm scapegoating the TP, but obviously, you know, they were fighting for white. We could have still taken it regardless of the TP.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't work. Sorry.
That's okay.
We take space. Though. Take space.
Remember, take space. What does that mean?
Flush out off angles.
Flush out off angles or take your own, right?
Yeah, they don't really have many, so we just kind of take our own.
Here comes Queen.
Although here they come, yeah, they ran on us big time.
Come.
Here's what I will
staggered
say.
here.
So this is a really important thing, okay, for you. So one of the things that like you're getting stuck in here, I'm noticing, is you're in a hive minding and then you're getting stuck.
Wall, I'm ready.
Watch it here. Once I've said that, watch it here to see if you can notice it.
Missed wall, but then I just stay stuck here poking forever.
Exactly. And if you're going to be poking forever when you don't have wall, where would you prefer to be poking?
The like further left side.
You got it. Remember, we just said that,
Separate from
right?
my ram.
We said take
Yeah.
space. What does that mean? Take angles, right? That's
Yeah, we could
that's,
have
that's
the-
you. That's you. That's you. Because you're like, oh, they're gonna push here. I need to be here. Do you? What did you do
Here
here?
comes Queen.
Not really much of anything. Get hit by
Nothing.
an axe for
You
one.
got hit by an axe. So you actually fed more healing than you did damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So yeah, this is absolutely the case. Like the thing with May is like you want to hit that NA hive mind cycle when there's a tank that you can wall. But then as soon as like that cycle passes, either successfully or unsuccessfully, then take a short angle, poke, and then line up for your next push.
Yeah, we could do the Ilios Trident approach here.
You
with
got
those
it.
3 doors.
You got it. Yep.
Tracer.
But yeah, we kind of stack.
Because like you actually can see nothing. Yeah, you're like giving them all the space in the world.
Okay, go,
Like
go.
unironically, it would have been better there after missing the wall to go into dark behind you and start 1v1ing Tracer. Like literally would have been better.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I got stuck. There's no way.
No way.
But like remember what your dad said. It's not the last out that counts. It's all the other outs that you suck at.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, you're a failure at every point of your life, not just the end point.
We can walk.
When you're on your
Sound
deathbed,
just like
you
my
should- you
dad.
should-
No, I'm
when you're
just
on your
kidding.
deathbed, you should think about all the failures that you've had, not just the most
Yeah,
recent
not just
one.
the worst ones. All
Right,
of them.
exactly.
I'll
your-
remember that time that I didn't successfully clear White Room by taking an
That's
off
right.
angle.
That's right. You'll never forget this moment.
I'll never forget it.
Well, those will be some great last words. But White Room, oh, beautiful.
Scott, you and I talked about walking
Li
up.
Jiang.
just on your
Surrounded by
tombstone.
family, and they're just
we,
like,
we,
"What are
we
you
lost
talking
we
about?"
lost Li Jiang. The TP, and then
Oh, that's funny.
is it gonna be Blizzard? Is it gonna be Blizzard? I have a feeling it's gonna be Blizzard.
Go.
What, Blizzard?
But the end horrific
Oh,
mistake.
it's not actually. It's not Blizzard. My Blizzards
Okay.
were pretty good this match. I only missed one the entire five game series.
Back up.
Right. By the way,
No, I'm
what's
serious.
the-
You can watch. You can watch.
by the way,
VODs.
what's the mistake here? It's the
Um,
two layers. Remember, 2 layers.
We do not realize they have Queen All and both support ults and get a little too zesty with our push.
That's
And
it.
it comes back to bite us.
Go.
We end up winning the fight, but we use B. I'm pretty sure. No, this is a
Yeah,
different
you
fight.
no, you use beat.
Give me a beat. Can we leave?
Oh, we do.
And
okay.
ram
Kinda
ult.
need to.
It's 3 for
Yeah,
2. It's
use
3 for
a lot of
3.
things.
It's 3 for 3. And the awkward part. Okay, here's the really dangerous part. It's not just 3 for 3. You're the team that also has to cross backwards. This is where people die.
Yeah. They have better position.
This is where people
We
die.
don't.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Like
Ram
you're,
ram blocks for 10 years, but still dies because.
Right,
You know,
and so now, the best thing they've done here is just to do the exact same thing that you guys did, but do so in a more advantageous position. The thing is like when there's a lot of ults that are messy, think what's the best position for you to be? Probably Sojourn on an off angle and white, right?
Yeah.
Like the more time that she spends in that position, the more likely you are to win the fight. When you push
Yeah.
up here, you sacrifice your positioning advantage for a catch them by surprise. We have a brawl out advantage, but you don't. So you're sacrificing positioning for 0 value.
Yeah.
So whenever there's a neutral fight on your best advantageous ground.
Remember you saying, and this is something that we've tried to implement, was the longer the fight goes on, the more positioning matters. Because
Yes.
there was like this really messy ult fight on KR that was won by, I don't even know if it was us or them, but it was the team that took better angles. I think it was them, actually,
Yep.
now that I think about it.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, this fight's gone on for a while because of the amount of ult trades that went back and forth and that they had a positional advantage the entire time.
Yeah, and now they have health
Right.
advantage, they have positional advantage,
Right,
and I
right.
think our Ram gets knifed and it's over for him.
That's it. Like again, to be clear, what you guys did was situationally correct, but not the situation that you went in. You would need a brawl ult advantage for that to be good, and in which case it would be very good, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to hit us with the 3 counter ults. That was
Right.
news to me.
But you got to
And
know
then-
that. Like you ult track. You don't even have to track all of the ultimates and come up with a plan individually, but you got to know, hey guys, they have JQ beat Cole. Maybe we shouldn't be
They have
just
a-
running into them.
Yeah, they
right?
have a lot of things.
And yeah, they
Okay,
don't have anything.
We also have this issue where it happens twice now. We lose a fight and they get more percent than necessary because we don't really like
Stagger?
die on point
Yeah,
or together.
yeah.
We kind of stagger.
Yeah,
Unusual for us. We're normally
Yeah.
good about not staggering, but this
It
map we
happens.
staggered a lot.
If it's unusual, then you don't worry about it. Go next.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, another famous last word right there. Layers lasagna, bro.
Top, Sky and I
They
right
have
beside.
both.
If only we had pushed too ahead.
Milk was obsessed with us being on right side this whole game.
Right side, like
Yeah,
non-white side.
like
or
right side high
coast?
ground.
Milk is a
coast
Lucio
side?
off-angle fiend, especially after you feed his addiction. Because last spot review, all we discussed was Lucio Tracer, Lucio Soj, Lucio May off-angles the whole time.
Nice,
So,
nice.
You actually feed his addiction.
I think it's all right. It depends on the old situation here. Like you guys have a really easy like 2-head solution here too, you know, because of the JQ Ram Whip May, right? But I mean, if you guys like have Sojourn ult here, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's just every time we went coast, I always had to have a backup right away because I seen a Lucio right in my face, or I get booped off. There was no in between.
3, 2,
Yeah, makes
1,
sense.
pushing.
So it's like I prefer to play right.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is okay.
Pulling now, I'm gonna
Go,
beat the
go,
bull.
go. Overclock from main.
Queen low, queen.
Queen. Nice.
I would say layering here.
And
Pushing.
I don't think first off that you guys need to open with an ultimate immediately. I think you can just take the May wall, whatever, here first, and then Cole push or Sojourn push from there would be my recommendation.
Okay.
Remember, you have a neutral advantage in theory with your May wall, so use that, then your Cole, and then Sojourn ult if you need to.
I see.
Or Sojourn ult, then May or Cole.
Or
And
at
so on.
least try the May wall, and if it doesn't work, then you
Yeah,
ult.
because a better team here's Sojourn and Cole,
And just runs.
and they shout, they disengage, and yeah, maybe you get point flip, but you literally get both ults kited.
Overclock.
2 ults or point flip, not a good trade.
This is, you know, the worst. This is as simple as I can put it. Have you had to use Maywall?
What do you mean?
Have you had to use Maywall this fight?
No.
That's a problem. You see that? They've already kited
I'm not
it out.
sure what you mean. Sorry.
As in, they've already disengaged it, right? There's been no fight at all. That's kind of a red flag for how you guys used your ultimates here. Like, if you're not even having to
I
use
see what you
cooldowns
mean.
because
Yeah.
you're using ults so early, then maybe you should have used your cooldowns first.
3, 2,
Yeah.
Pushing.
Like, there's nobody even here.
Pulling now, I'm gonna beat the bull.
Go.
They probably ult tracked better than you guys have.
Queen.
And by ult
Yeah,
track,
I mean,
Nice.
their queen kind of walks into the
No more,
pincer,
no more.
but they have
No more.
Lucio and Shout. Smarter team probably
More
just
of it,
runs
more
away.
of it.
and we use
Agreed,
both
agreed.
ults.
I've been doing that. She just got both support ults and queen ult last time. One
We're
headshot.
low.
wait, what's being said?
Like
yeah,
we
we
need
can
to
hold this. We just
solo
insta-kill
blizzard
them.
their queen.
Yeah, I've been doing that. She just got both support ults and
wall
queen
up.
ult last time. One
We're
headshot.
low.
Just kill the queen, dude.
Tracer's
I mean,
left.
yeah, it's that simple.
It might be going left side.
Tracer's gonna force point.
Wall.
Nice.
They got queen.
Lucio almost boops him out, but We do
We're
get
gonna wall lead.
queen.
We're gonna wall lead. Wall
Even if you don't get her, like it does buy you guys a lot of space there. So it's fine.
Yeah, I wish I flipped my wall the other way. That wall was not the way.
Yeah,
I
you
wanted
just
it to
you
be.
just missed the
Can you
edge.
give me a shield or something?
But here's the problem. We have to use beat and now to save me,
Might be going left side.
and now
I'm
they
gonna
have
do this
queen
again.
ult.
Is it a good idea to use even though someone's 1 HP just to finish them off with the frozen?
Not just
Because,
shoot your like regular.
If you're not gonna get the kill before they unfreeze, then yes. If not, then just hold the rail.
I got queen.
Because like it doesn't really increase your DPS by that much, really.
Queen.
if they're like a stationary
wall lead,
target,
we're gonna
your
wall lead, wall-
SMG does like a lot of damage.
Leave.
So we have to beat for me.
90 health.
I think your best bet here was to actually move back towards this way. I think you could have made it into here and then ice block somewhere around here. I think you needed to prioritize.
So?
Yeah, I think you needed to prioritize covers sooner than you would have towards proximity to your team, because your team could have rotated in here and then used the ram shield and you would have been
I
okay.
need help out.
I see.
Do you give me a shield?
Does that go for my Moira too, or just me?
I'm gonna wall lead. We're gonna wall
I don't
lead,
even know
wall lead.
what your Moira died to.
Leave.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
To be honest, I think this is just one of those situations where Moira should not have died. It's probably something to do with cooldown mismanagement, to be honest.
I need help. I'm
Okay.
gonna need help out.
You guys should have been okay here without beat, but yeah.
Thank you.
Like heal orb and shield should have been okay.
I blinked in my eye school. I saw it on the replay. I wish you could get like a funny zoom in, like third person. She literally just blinked in my eye school when I was aiming at Lucio. Headshot too.
For queen.
All planned.
All right, well, you gotta do something here. You gotta do something hyper aggressive chaos.
No, man.
You gotta do something hyper aggressive chaos, or you gotta play like super slow, do your Lucio Sojourn off angle, you know?
I'm just gonna have to wall it.
It's just
it's
it's so bad. This is where this is on my deathbed. I'm just gonna be like,
I can't wall when they rush out.
Oh, bro, don't worry, I'll be there, reminding you.
Initially, okay. I have to wait
okay,
for
thanks,
I
bro.
have to.
Appreciate it.
Just in case there's like some dementia going on there, I'll be like, no. Remember, look here, I got a video.
Yeah.
You and I right side.
But yeah, remember, there's two ways to play this fight. What are the two ways to play this fight?
Wall queen or poke.
Oh, hyper poke. I would not even say wall queen necessarily. I think they're probably going to be able to shout to keep her alive long enough to get a support ult off. I would probably go for either Moira or Lucio.
So here's the throw. I thought they had queen ult. It was only 75, and I was saving
but
wall
that's
for it.
close enough. That's close enough.
The issue arises in that we had no beat, so I was saving wall for queen ult.
No!
And then they just,
Shout initially, okay. I have to wait for queen ult. I have to.
Yeah.
You and I right side.
I thought, he's just gonna queen ult. And no, we don't need a queen ult. I'm alone with Tracer Queen. They don't need to use any ults. They can just kill me.
No!
Not ideal.
I can hear the pain.
No, it gets worse, bro. We lose the
funny.
round, and I'm like, I fed, I
We
trolled.
almost have
I fed.
Ram ult. We almost have Ram ult.
I want to hear the emotional, the emotional damage.
man.
No, it's good.
Don't
It's
expose
good.
me like this. Isn't this
No,
getting
no.
uploaded to YouTube?
Oh yes, it is. Oh, it is definitely.
Don't expose
Listen to the emotional damage. No, but trust me, there's something wholesome in here,
I fucking tossed. I'm sorry, guys.
dude. You know what? You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is.
So
You know what it is.
sad.
You know what it is. Here's what it is. This is like, these are like the most crucial, memorable moments of like your Overwatch career. And I'm not even being like facetious here. I legitimately like it makes the good things feel so much better. You know what I'm saying?
Like winning this game.
Exactly.
We go on to win, and it felt a
Right,
lot better.
exactly.
was
You
thinking
went on to win,
throwing.
and right, exactly. So that makes it feel so much sweeter, is because not only did you pop off, but you popped off after hitting rock bottom.
Yeah,
You know,
I guess that's the fun part about competing.
because well, it's not just the fun part. It's also like it's an ego moment, right? Like, hey, I was able to like. I screwed it up. Like I messed it up really badly, and I'm so good that I had like the capability to turn it all the way around by myself.
Hey, well, I don't know if it was me. Just saying, my
Well, take
team
some credit.
is,
Okay, well, but you take credit for that as well. You know.
Yeah.
Dude, I definitely watched this game like 3 or 4 times just because
I did too. I've been watching this game like as my day to day. You know, like it's just been like on my prime second monitor content. It's always got a 24/7 live stream on my second monitor.
I've watched Kingsbow and Circuit so many times.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
Well, let's use this as a lesson. No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, that was my thought. My Widow on Circuit went off.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that was your thought. Yeah. Just use this as like a good reminder. You know, like you've completely flubbed it, and yet you still have the capability to turn around and do just fine overall. Like, and that's just a good life lesson. I think like this is why competing at this kind of nonsense is can be so valuable, right? Because like this is a life lesson right there, right? Not to be corny, but
Yeah.
that
No,
hurts.
I agree with you.
That hurts.
I do actually agree with you.
And not just like, oh, I let myself down. You let your team down.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Because I told them, I literally said I'm sorry. I was like,
Right?
damn, bro.
Right. But don't you go back and do it again. Try it again. Because the thing is, it's like, and remember, I want to remind you as well, respectfully, that there have been a lot of mistakes here from not just you, right? You have done no more mistakes than anybody else. Your Moira's been feeding off of cooldown. Your Ram's making really questionable calls. You know.
Yeah, he did feed this game.
You know, so like, but like TLDR is that like everyone has had responsibility for that loss here. You were gonna take it to light because you're the main character. We all have a little bit of that syndrome, like, I'm the reason that we win, or I'm the reason that we lost. But in reality, it's like it's not. It's usually not that deep. Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, that's another thing you learn from baseball. Baseball is the ultimate team sport.
Yep.
No one is the main character of baseball. Shohei
No.
Ohtani can be on the Angels and still the Angels go lose like 80 games, 90 games in the season.
You got it. Nobody can carry. Like nobody can solo carry. Like you can only increase your team's chances of winning, and so it is what it is. We can keep going if you guys want to, and I know there's more. Here, so
the other game that we lost was Esperanza. So let's look at Esperanza, because I also think a lot of the reason we lost Esperanza was our comms were not up to par. We win KR and then we win.
Esperanza this one.
Yeah, we did. It's right there.
No, I was saying Parisio.
What'd you think? Did you mix it up with Parisio? I do that
Yeah,
sometimes. Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Anyways,
is Esperanza is that Portuguese? Is it Portugal?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Portugal.
And then Brazil.
I could be wrong. Wait, let me look up Esperanza. By the way, there was a comment in the last VOD about the like save money, live better thing. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, it was Walmart.
Yeah, it was Walmart. I thought it was Papa John's.
No, no. It's good pizza, good ingredients, Papa John's.
Yeah.
It's close. It's close.
Yeah, Esperanza. This is.
Yeah, I always have to keep an eye on Spilo 2 comments way more than Spilo 1 because I got some like cringe nerds that like start insulting students in the comments. Bro,
wait,
I had
really?
one guy. Yeah, it happens all the time. I'm like,
That's
people
crazy.
Be like,
Why?
yo, this guy's not even masters. Like, oh, what is this guy doing? Or like, wow, that was like the student was so obnoxious or whatever. It doesn't happen too often. It's like once per week, But it's like, bro, what is wrong with you?
Super that's cringe. Crazy. I mean, people uploading their VODs of themselves getting roasted is already like
pretty much. Yeah, it's cringe.
It's Portuguese, by the way. You were right.
Here.
Anyways, we win KR, we win Servasa with relative ease. Just another day in the office, and then we lose Esperanza. I think our comms were terrible, so we can discuss our comms.
Sure. Okay. What makes you think that your comms are terrible?
There were a lot of times, and I noticed this in like lower elo games when I'm like smurfing or whatever, where there's like two fights.
What? You're
there's
what?
Genuinely two team fights happening.
You're what? In lower elos?
Sorry, when I'm playing on console,
go ahead.
I just have a console.
The alarm bells are ringing.
I don't smurf in like bronze. I don't.
I'm giving permission for the YouTube comments to flame you now, so you're screwed now. So go ahead.
That's fine, dude. YouTube comments can flame me. I don't care. YouTube comments flaming me is like. I trust me. I play like R6 and Siege. We are in R6 and Siege.
So you're Mr. Thick Skin now. Okay.
I am. Yeah. No, I actually am.
Shui, you cannot be saying shit about R6. You literally just started playing.
I've been solo queuing, and R6 people are insane, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyways, you think?
No, yeah, they're pretty bad. What were we talking about? Fuck. Oh yeah, two team fights. There's literally two team fights going on at the same time, which is not something that normally happens in like our matches, which are supposed to be like high level, right? 4.3, 4.4 plus. So why are there two team fights going on? I think it's a combination of the comp, which is a very mobile comp that can switch targets easily and reposition very often. The map, which kind of the center part allows for like the ring around the rosy nonsense. Yeah. And then like the cart, meaning that there sometimes has to be a guy on cart very far from the actual team fight. And our comms, there's four reasons actually. Our comms were not in sync, so we would make a plan and not follow it, or we would call a target and not go on it. And I feel like that kind of caused the silly Clown Fiesta 2 team fight nonsense that loses us this match. But my opinion could be off base. Let's see what you have to say.
I can say every time we play any push map, I feel weird because it's like
Yeah,
I don't
we lose a
understand
lot of
where
push games. We
I
lose a
don't
lot of
underst-
push
I
games.
I don't understand like where I need to stand. I just don't understand. I understand push on like a game mode level, right? But I just don't understand what I need to do in it.
It might be the fact that the way that these maps are breaking out. What comp are you guys running out
Go
on?
left.
Tracer
Tracer,
Trojan right now.
Lucio. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so there might be like some splits here in terms of like what we're doing, and so if there's not like a lot of leadership from your backline, it might lead to a little bit of problems.
Yeah.
Well, let's listen.
And we weren't on Ram or Queen because we kind of just came to the conclusion that our main tank is a one trick because he's so much better at Sig. I mean, he's like really good. Don't get me wrong. He's probably the best player on the team. But his Sigma is just like ridiculous. So we were kind of just saying, whatever, just play Sig because, you know.
Sure. Okay.
So that also kind of caused some silliness where
They're walking.
it just didn't really. It was just kind of silly the way this fight or the
Sure.
way some of these fights worked.
Sure. Okay. Why are you so late? Did you TP?
I TP'd, yeah.
I don't think you
I
need
feel
to
like it's
TP
worth
when
it.
you're. I don't think it's worth it when you're running more Lucio. I don't think you need to get your backline in position faster.
Really?
I
Okay.
I don't think that, like, for example, what choke are you trying to push through here?
So is it any?
The right side try and get their high ground, I guess, but they're
Maybe.
probably not.
Right.
Yeah,
but
probably
you
not gonna work on Sigma. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't know. It's just such a long teleport setup as well. Oh my days.
Yeah, I do it on Trace. If I was playing May, I wouldn't have done it. I only do it on these long maps where you have to, like, the spawn door isn't
Sure.
the edge of the spawn.
But keep in mind,
when-
your setup is also very important on Tracer. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I mean, my setup matters, and I'm late, so like very late because of this TP.
Like all you guys are doing is standing up in this high ground anyway. Like you're
Yeah,
not
so,
even
what's
like
the point?
taking
I see what
space,
you
and
mean.
yeah. So
Yeah.
just keep in mind.
Unless we're gonna like trying to take a super aggressive angle.
Right. Exactly. Okay. All quiet on this set.
Going.
I see.
Alright, are you here? Let's look at this Kiri. Look at this Kiri with me. No.
Yep.
Kiri, no TP.
No TP.
Ram half.
I'm just peppering Ram. I'm just peppering
Lucio
Ram.
half. Lucio half.
Look at Echo. Look at Echo. Echo killable. Echo killable.
I need help.
Rock, Kiri one. I need help.
Echo one. Echo one. Echo one. Echo one.
You're chasing. Don't chase.
Yeah. I really like taking the Echo Tracer 1v1 because it feels terrible as Echo. But man, I really just blinked across the map to fight her.
Exactly.
for, like,
And then
no
you
reason.
and because of that, you didn't have the resources to actually secure the kill. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And there's always exceptions to the rule here, but using 3 blinks to chase an Echo, a full HP all the way across the map instead of just continuing to angle on the Ram Lucio is a mistake here. And I know
was a
there's gonna be
mistake.
like there's
I
like
felt it immediately.
I'm just peppering Ram. I'm just peppering Ram. Look at Echo. Look at Echo. Echo killable. Echo
Peppering is
killable.
such a corny term. Why did I say that?
I mean it works. It's the correct term. Like just damaging, distracting, harassing.
Just
All
say
right,
poking.
quiet on the set.
Kiri, no TP.
No TP.
Ram half.
I'm just peppering Ram. I'm just peppering
Lucio
Ram.
half.
Look at Echo. Look at Echo. Echo killable. Echo killable.
I need help.
Rock, Kiri one. I need help.
Echo one. Echo one. Echo one. Echo one. Echo one.
Echo's not one.
Not really.
He was that one.
Tracer one. Tracer one. Tracer one.
Lucio
Kiri.
can die. Lucio can also die.
Kiri one. Kiri one. Kiri one. Kiri one. No Suzu.
Okay, get out of their tree.
Oh shit.
I think the
See what I mean about
communication
the
is
split fights?
yeah, I think the communication is okay. I just think that like this is why like positioning is so important is because the positioning is what gives you guys a cooldown advantage that you guys can then push off of. For example, if you sit here and you pepper the Ramatra for 6 hours, you will be able to force CDs and force distractions that will then allow your team to pursue kills elsewhere.
Yeah, especially
I
with
don't-
damage passive.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with the communication right now. You guys are making important calls.
It
and
gets
so on.
worse. It denigrates over
But-
the course of the match.
Integrates. Is that even a word?
Is the word degenerates or something? Like gets worse.
All right, all right.
Denigrates.
Denigrates.
Maybe I misused it.
To attack? No. It's a
It's wrong word,
to
wrong word,
attack
wrong
the
word,
character or reputation.
Wrong word.
You
What's the word
disparage-
for like? What's the wrong word? What's the word for getting worse? Like, over
Degenerates.
time? Degenerates. Yes, it like. Whatever. I won't be trying to be fancy anymore. I need to get my like.
Wait. You need,
thesaurus.
you need to pepper yourself with vocabulary more
Oh
often.
my god, bros.
Echo killable. Echo killable.
But yeah, I really think that this is just like you using too many CDs, putting yourself out of position, and then that kind of allows the Ramatra to walk over for you for free. And this is just not a good trade for you.
I need help.
Yeah.
Echo one. Echo one. Echo one. Echo
Like
one.
this wasn't even a favorable cooldown
One.
trade, right? Like you got recall for
recall and like 4 blinks, 5 blinks. For,
Yeah,
like,
you
what?
know, and then you got
Half
Lucio.
HP
To,
of an
you got
Echo.
Lucio to reposition you, but like
Tracer one,
I guarantee you that
Lucio
Ram
can
just like
also
3-2-1
die.
AF gate or just ran it
Curie
down.
one,
Running.
Curie one.
This Curie dies.
Curie one.
I hate that timing. It's so unsatisfying.
I hate Suzu.
Fisher going top.
True.
Suzu
20
is
ability.
terrible ability.
Taxing, wrong queen.
Okay,
now.
okay, okay.
20. It just made me sad there. Because of the timing.
Fisher
We're
going
gonna
top.
fight for high.
I'm walking
Yeah,
top.
they're
I'm
going top.
walking
Going
top.
top. I had to drop.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight their Curie.
I can't really walk through here.
Curie low, Curie low, Curie low.
Speed under.
Curie one, Curie one, Curie one, Curie one.
I'm walking under.
I mean, this is good, right? This is good. You take an angle, you force it out, you get a kill.
Under.
Ram drop.
Do I get the kill?
Ram.
Echo one, Echo one, Echo.
No, I mean the tracer died. But like, it's like the butterfly effect. Like I guarantee that your angle was better than their tracer, so that they're and so and so.
One, Echo one, Echo one.
I see.
Hey, I'm just pushing Paul now.
I'm pretty sure I like boost my ego here.
Look at Kiri.
Sucker.
Lucio?
Get shit on, kids.
No more. Spot.
Just ran.
Oh, it's so funny.
Okay.
Okay, this is like everything so far has been like relatively neutral fights, people calling angles and people calling targets. It's been okay. This is where the communication needs to not denigrate.
Bro,
Okay.
wrong word, man.
I need to be peppered with good ult tracking and with good planning. Okay, so let's listen for a second.
Tree your
Okay,
cart
I
right
need to
now.
play safer. I forget
Yeah,
sometimes how easy it is to fucking explode with the bullshit passive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Especially
I was
with just
hard
Moira
blocking you,
Lucio.
you die, like,
They nerfed it, man. So
hmm.
sad.
I'm just gonna have to leave part of the.
This has been phenomenal communication, by the way. This has been
There's
great.
no ult tracking.
There's not an ult tracking. There's no planning. Like you have like how many people close to ults? Like you guys
We're
are
just
close to Soj.
discussing the
You guys
meta.
are building bait. Like you guys are talking. You guys are no. You're not discussing the meta. You're complaining. Is what you're doing. So
Passive.
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
My taste in planning. I love the damage passive. Damage being good again? Oh my god, oh my days.
Mhm. I'm just gonna have to leave part of the. Echo, look at Echo. Look at Echo.
I peppered her.
Hit of a 5 damage.
you did.
Echo's
I
just
hit
shooting
him
at
for
card.
5
Can I get
damage.
top up on card? I wanna get one shot. Thank you.
Hey,
Fisher on left.
they're right here. Tracers.
I'm still
Okay,
on
watch
card.
Tracer.
Your at comps have really denigrated. Like there's nothing productive has been said in like the last 30 seconds.
I, need to leave.
I
need to
know,
leave.
bro.
Hey, man! I pinged and said, "Hey, Tracer's right over
Fisher-
here."
Oh, you
Hey,
did.
Tom.
Hey,
Yeah, and
Amazing
then why?
fun.
And then what was Tree looking at?
Tracers.
I'm still.
Okay,
What was I
watch
looking at?
Tracer.
I need to leave. I need to leave.
Aye.
Not the tracer, that's for sure.
You needed to leave either way for sure, but like would prefer not to lose him.
Under.
I'm gonna die.
Ram half.
At least I don't get recall forced.
That's true.
I'm
But you
holding
know,
card.
that's your bar.
Sky, you and I stay high.
Good.
Echo low. Echo low. Echo. No copy.
No copy. Great call.
But by the way, since the first fight, Tree, your position has been really good.
Thank you. Oh my
yeah,
god.
it's been really good. Rotating away from to this angle here.
I'm holding card.
Lucio is out.
Sky, you and I stay
Then
high.
shooting
Echo,
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 forcing
Echo.
copying, and then not pursuing,
No copy.
but then wrapping, right?
Hold her in.
And hitting
Yeah.
here. This is perfect.
Almost a
Man, I
one-shot
spent
on that.
so
Curie.
long trying to learn this tracer character. She's
Good.
hard as
It's
shit.
good. This rotation has been pretty. I just wish to goodness that you guys had done any sort of ult tracking at all, because this
Yeah.
this was actually so disengageable too. If you guys like knew it was coming,
Yeah.
like even just like hey, play slow for Soj or anything.
Do you want me after every fight just you start saying what else they have?
No, that's
Yeah.
milk. It's milk. It's milk. Milk was just. This is
milk,
game
yeah.
4. Obviously, nerves are kicking in. We were just like. you
Yeah,
know.
well, I mean, just asking the question to get the conversation started.
If let's put it this way,
If no one else is-
yeah, anybody, Tree, yeah, I don't care. Like the neighbor next door, like needs to start banging on the line. Like anybody needs to start that ball rolling. It's everybody's
My-
responsible.
My mom's watching the Twitch VOD. She's gonna be like,
Yes,
make
yes,
sure to alt track.
yes. Agreed. I would say here.
Normally
this is
it's milk, but I don't know what happened to milk. Normally milk's like getting the ball rolling in that conversation.
Yeah,
because, you know,
agreed.
Lucio.
By the way, you're doing the same. Your positioning was good up until this point, because I understand. Oh, Echo Juicy, kind of, sort of. But as soon as the flight's used, immediately pivot to Tracer to your right.
Yeah, and also cart's there, so like you could.
Yep, cart stall, take the 1v1. She doesn't know that you're there. You're full HP. You have 3 blinks and recall. You win that 1v1.
Yeah, I definitely should have
Echo,
cart.
echo.
There's
Because you
also
can see it here. Because what ends up happening is like, okay, the reason why the chasing is bad is because you're using resources, but also you see you're getting sandwiched right here, right? You're
Yeah, I mean,
vortexed. You're vortexed.
Vortex in
right?
Ramble.
Like, come on, that should be a red
Yeah.
flag that hey, maybe I'm in the wrong angle here.
If Tracer's getting Vortex, probably not.
I think the problem is not necessarily that you know that chasing and you don't, but I think the problem is that you're getting too tunneled on Echo as a juicy target, and I don't think she's juicy enough to justify that.
True.
RB's
Need my
stopping
targets to be
me.
juicier. I can pepper them.
Yeah, we need
Good
much
seasoning.
much more juicy targets for proper seasoning. Okay, wait,
I agree.
ult track, let's go. We got an ult track.
Wait, did
All it
we?
took us
Oh
for us
my
to lose a
God.
fight. We had to lose a fight.
What are they using?
I can kill Echo. I can kill
Yeah,
Echo.
we all track better after lost fights. Kind of insane how that works.
And pulse.
Okay,
Pulse.
They have
They have
Kitsune
beat.
beat.
They just pulsed
I'm not
our
gonna-
Right,
Queen,
so
I'm
we have
pretty sure.
Kitsune beat, so the plan should be something like use Sojourn ult,
Get
beat
out
on top of
beat.
whatever. Yeah.
No.
No.
And then we have our beat and our Queen
Yeah.
ult, so we win.
We need to.
Coughing because I have the flu.
RB's stopping me.
Classic.
We should.
Mm-hmm.
You should, yeah.
Yeah.
Go from right. Go from right. Go from top right.
I can get first touch.
Tree, you and I here. Tracer, you and I here.
I think I should have fought for high ground. Do I not fight for high ground?
Kiri,
That's a
Kiri,
mistake if I don't.
I would, yeah, I would, because the angle is free. If the Tracer's contesting you, then sure, but
Keep
yeah.
behind that Tracer. I didn't even know that.
Kiri low. Kiri
Oh,
low.
there she is.
Look at Kiri one. Kiri's one. Nice.
Nice.
Ram.
I'll just pulse him if you want to.
Oh my god, I'm vindicated! I'm vindicated! My main tank and I argued about this for 30 minutes, like a week ago. We argued about this pulse 30 minutes, and he was drilling it into my head that it's a terrible pulse and he shouldn't have done it, and you gotta say pulse because it has insane pick potential, and I was like, no.
The only reason I say it's okay is because they still have an active beat going on here, and that you guys still don't have good positioning. You guys see where you guys are positioned. So like this fight is in theory tradable for them. So I would pulse as the first ultimate I'd use to like secure the fight.
Exactly, because it's so expendable. You get so many of them.
Well, it's not just that it's so expendable. It's just because like you look at like the number of like, okay, maybe now it's not a great pulse target because he's already like 1 HP.
No. Yeah, that's what he said. Also, he's like, I'm gonna kill him with axe in 0.2 seconds. Why did you do that?
So I think just because you saw him being already that low is unnecessary, but the theory of using a pulse in a 4v5, especially when you guys don't have space, is fine. Or 5v4.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, so you're both
Those are basically
right.
our.
Mommy
you're
loves you
basically
each both
summarizing-
equally.
Yeah, exactly. But you basically summarized both sides of our argument.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
just went on for a lot
it's
longer than
both
that.
true. It's both true.
Okay, here's the fight. I'm pretty sure where I completely tunnel vision a 1v1 on Tracer and don't force point at all for like 10 seconds, and it was really bad because we could have gotten checkpoint like 10 minutes earlier. I don't think it matters because we get checkpoint anyways, and we wouldn't have pushed it past because of his like long ass stretching animation. But you know what I mean, right?
We might
Yeah, I know
get
what you
here. They might try and stop it though.
I have
Alright.
a question.
I have an answer.
Hello, Habula.
In this comp, do you guys run like should it be the Tracer or Lucian cart? Like generally, like I actually was wondering that for my team because sometimes we'll have like the Tracer Lucian push, and I don't really know who it should be.
It always depends on like who needs to be set up for the fight, which depends on the situation. Like if you guys are having like you're running like a Sojourn ult, like that's your play is like Sojourn ult and high ground into a dive comp, you need your Lucio with your Sojourn and you need your Tracer on cart. But then if like let's say you have Pulse Bomb or they have like a squish your backline that you want your Tracer stage, then you have your Lucio on cart.
Okay.
Like I would say this situation right now, you're not likely to be dove. Your Tracer's not likely to set any crazy deep flanks. So it's actually pretty flexible, but your Lucio is a little bit more fragile in this composition. So it might be safer to put Tracer in cart with where the fight's going to be happening. Like because like for example, the robot is if the robot was like kind of where it is now, Lucio might be okay. But with where the robot is going to be, like at the bottom of the bridge, it might be kind of naked for Lucio because Lucio can't quickly get out of that hole.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like the Ilios VOD we did last time where he died because of crossing a lot.
Yep.
He doesn't have Kiri TP or
That's it.
blinks like Tracer does.
That's it.
It's
Okay,
funny that two people in this call are not even on the team.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fine. All right, let's hear comms here.
Yeah, taxi.
I pulse bombs a pulse.
I like it. People, I feel like it's an open session for the whole server. You can join if they want.
Ramo,
Yeah.
No.
You got card.
Yeah, they're on solo
They-
now. No more.
we might get check here. They might try and stop it though.
They're gonna get pulse
close
soon.
Call. I'm close call.
If they try and
Well, maybe
stop
it's
check,
not
can
this
we,
fight.
like focus cart hard.
Soldier left. There's 2 left.
It's not this fight. I lied.
So
It's this
I think
fight.
that these comms are okay. Like you guys are obviously making important things about them trying to contest and stuff, but like close call isn't like help anything. Like just be like, hey, I'm close call. I'm going to use it like mid fight. You know, I think like
Okay,
there's
yeah.
like that extra little bit of like actionable, like, hey guys, you can expect me to use coal if this thing gets started. Trust me, right?
Yeah.
They stopped it.
We need to make a lot more actionable claims instead of just they have this, we have this, they have this. I'm bringing the wall.
Exactly.
Need help? Help about
Sleep at the wheel. Oh my god! I just blinked into 7 walls.
Oh, that's another deathbed one.
Hold high ground. I can hold.
Yeah, I blinked into the
You
wall.
wanna go?
Oh man, I didn't save the pulse
Yeah,
pump
I'm
clip.
ready.
I had a crazy
My
pulse
dad-
pump
I need
clip.
help.
Go 3, 2.
Him
I actually think here. Okay, so
That's fine.
I need help. Oh god. Help me.
I
What am
actually
I
think
doing?
here.
Need help. Help about. Thank you.
Just hold high ground. I can hold point.
I don't think you need to go drop off of high ground here. I don't think you need to chase the soldier Lucio. Their positioning is terrible.
High ground, I can fold. You wanna go?
What do you mean by that? You just stay on high ground and
Stay on
like,
high
shoot
ground
them
and
under the arch?
and pepper the Ramatra, and then make the soldier Lucio like actually walk forward, and then you can take an angle on them. So if they
I
go
see, I
top,
see, I
then
see.
you go top, then you drop. If they push up through here, then you just wrap around this way, or you
Yeah.
just drop from this side because you're like contesting them here, but they're not, like it's like one of the things where, like when somebody is so far away that they're not doing anything, ignore them, take an angle elsewhere.
Yeah, it's not worth fighting them.
Right, and they will walk forward at some point, so you will need to deal with them at some point. But right now, it's not a
Go
problem.
on there, soldier.
I see.
Because
Yeah.
the problem is if you go too early when they're not a threat, who is the advantage right now? You or soldier, if he's peeking.
I mean, definitely the soldier because we're
Yeah.
mid range.
It's an awkward spot for you, right? It's an awkward
Yeah.
spot for you, right? So you want to play it and make him come forward, and then you can kind of deal with him.
Show on the back.
A lot of times with Tracer,
I'm gonna need help.
I have this thought in my head sometimes where it's like, if you're taking a 1v1, it needs to be like a positive net trade for like your team
Yep.
in that
Yep.
context. So like
Yep.
sometimes
Yep.
I 1v1 a Lucio for like 7 years and we'll lose, and I'm like, okay, clearly he was not like the alpha threat that I need to be fighting. So
Well, you'd
Go
always
fight
ask yourself,
someone else.
was it just Lucio, or was Lucio getting help from support? You know,
Help a little
Go
bit.
3,
Yeah.
2.
because even this is a little awkward with where you're taking this fight because I'm just expecting you to get helixed,
yeah, I'm just gonna get pincered and die.
right? And so like this just feels really uncomfortable. This is good.
Kiri no TV.
2.
Yeah, but this whole thing has just been like awkward positioning for you.
Yeah.
You shouldn't also be following target priority here. You should be getting a little bit of healing and then doubling back around the clock tower or
Go
whatever,
Kiri.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Whatever.
So,
yeah,
so get a
I'm
little
just
healing
shooting.
here. Yeah, get a little healing and just go back around the right side and start dueling
I see.
again.
I see.
I'm going on
Because this
soldier
is just
top.
horrific.
I know it's really bad. These team fights were like
This is
definitely
good.
done.
This is good. This is good. This is
they
where
definitely
like
denigrated. These
yeah,
team fights denigrated.
it denigrated really. We needed another word. We got denigrate. We got pepper.
We
I know.
We'll
It's
think
shitty.
of
Just
something.
focus. It's actually winnable. We kill Grant.
Bunkering, yeah,
Winnable.
Soldier
bunkering.
top,
Don't need-
soldier
don't
top.
save a card.
Kiri. Look at Kiri.
Kiba, help
Kiri no
Kiba,
TV.
help Kiba.
Killable.
Tracer one.
I mean, this is unfortunate. It's fine. At this point, it's kind of like too late.
Well, it wasn't. We just
Yeah.
didn't go with
Can
it,
we?
you know?
All right, what's going on with comms here?
I'm
We
here.
were analyzing the clusterfuck that just occurred.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's also something we need to do. We need to just not analyze stuff.
I
Well, not,
agree.
like,
This has
not
happened
talk
even on
about it
Li
in the
Jing,
game.
right? We're always talking about these mid-fight adjustments and like, oh well, or talking about Suzu and Kiriko. And it's like, bro, or the DPS pass or whatever. It's like, bro, just next fight. Like we got a really hard fight to win this coming fight, right? Like we just lost to essentially nothing, and we only have pulse bomb. Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, no, our fight plan that got super split there. I know.
Quick question for you, Spilo.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I think I fall into this trap a lot. And I think that is there like ever a time where it's like, oh, you do actually want to like analyze like a situation, or is it just kind of like a hard and fast rule that like you should just always be in the moment, always be like present, just thinking about the next fight?
Sure. Just ask yourself, when is it productive?
If
When
it's
do you
gonna
have enough-
happen again, I guess.
Right.
But-
Like if it's going to happen again, like let's say that you guys lost to a situation that is going to happen again next fight. You might need to take like 10 seconds between fights to figure out like what you want to do. Right.
Okay.
Like remember how Trio was making fun of you guys for like over analyzing the previous situation on Legion Tower first round? I
Yeah.
would have preferred you guys to have been faster and quicker with that analysis, but at the very least, there was a productive end to that discussion in a situation that is probably going to be a problem again, right? What you
Yeah.
guys are discussing now is irrelevant
okay.
entirely.
Yeah, it's
so
just
it's
like not important.
right. So just we'll cross that room and get there. So whenever it is a
Although-
looming
Oh,
threat,
sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, I totally interrupted you. Keep going.
No, I was gonna say whenever it's a looming threat, like it might happen again, then you could do so productively. I also think that the way that you guys are handling this discussion as well is there's a lot of adjectives in here and not a lot of like verbs. It's like, oh, that was bad, or this sucked, or like, what are we doing? You know, it's like, but like, what are we going to do differently? Like seriously, like what's the solution that's proposed here? We're describing the problem without actually solving it.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, I guess it kind of matters from an exploit, but we're speaking in such abstract terms that we can't really glean anything from it.
That's
Kind
it
of what you
exactly.
were talking about with the adjective thing.
That's it exactly. We need something to like something actionable taken away from
Something
it.
concrete.
Right, exactly.
We need to not split there. That was a bad call to go on the soldier.
Well, it wasn't. We just didn't go with
Can
it,
we?
you know?
Are they gonna get lead here? Did we get check or no?
They have lead.
Yeah.
They have lead.
I mean, like the fact that this conversation is happening now, do we give them lead as they're getting lead? It's like, it's all late.
No, what I was asking was like, did we get the checkpoint?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see.
I mean,
Because like, see how they
I'm
got
looking for
lead
that.
because
Oh,
they
I-
got
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we're
yeah. I
one
see
meter
what
from
you're
the
saying. I see what
checkpoint.
you're saying. Yeah.
Or they have Suzu. I mean, they're just high ground. They're holding high ground.
Because if they didn't, we would have to touch between the stretching
Mhm,
animation.
mhm.
Tracer behind.
What am I doing here?
Hey, look at this Tracer. Where is she? Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
They were up one.
Yo, Joe.
I mean, this is a little bit sloppy, but you can get away with it because the tracer's dead. So
Can we
What do you mean sloppy? Like
not
cheating?
sloppy.
Like
That
cheating dive?
not sloppy. Yes, cheating. Yes, it was just very aggressively, like just kind of like setting up an angle, like blinking right past him. But you're not going to get chased, so I think it's fine.
run.
Yeah, with the context of Trish, although we do lose because of the high ground Kitsune visor, I'm pretty sure. So maybe I should have tried to take high ground. It just seemed a lot
I feel like
harder to
Kiri
fight
needs
the
be a
soldier
target
than
more. I know
just
we're
trying
not
to
gonna
get
dive
Kiri.
comp, but I feel like I'm the only one shooting.
Yeah, we can't.
It's a big pick.
Hey, I tried to
I'm
just
gonna
go.
fuck this. I'm just gonna try to save
Kiri
it.
one. Kiri one.
The ram dies, bro.
Soldier high ground. Nice.
I'm gonna go on soldier in 3,
There's one
2,
They're all up there,
1.
man. They're all
Yeah, we kill him. We kill him.
Okay.
Okay. We have 4 ults here. What's our fight plan and
No
using them?
footsteps,
What's our
bro.
fight plan?
Okay, do they have beat?
I think
They
so.
probably do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we need to layer ult.
Oh, on me, oh shit.
Wait, they're going fast. Nice.
I'm gonna go on soldier in 3,
There's one
2,
They're all up there,
1.
man. They're all
Yeah,
up
we kill him. We kill him. Tracer and cart.
Fury TP to soldier.
Tracer and re.
No,
No. I'm with you,
Okay.
Maba.
We have 4 ults here. What's our fight plan and
No
using them? What's
footsteps,
our
bro.
fight plan?
Okay, do they have beat?
I think
I mean, this is why speed's important, right? They have beat.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. We open coal, use beat and fight. Use beat in the first thing that they do. Because like remember, you don't. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be more than one layer. So like what I would look at here, if I had 10 seconds to come up with a fight plan
What do you
with
mean?
only the information that they have
4 ults
beat,
here. What's
I would say open with coal. First thing that happens. If we have to use beat, we use beat. Tracer, look for pulse.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, this conversation being lasting a while leads to like, oh
our
shit,
fight
they're already
plan and
fighting
using them?
us.
What's our
Yep.
fight plan?
Okay,
And can we kind of get rudely
Um,
interrupted?
think so.
they probably
How rude of
do,
them.
Okay.
Didn't they
Yeah.
know we were coming?
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I
man,
started
man,
walking up. Yeah, I started walking up the stairs to take high ground, and then I see the whole team.
Wait, they're going
I
fast.
see
Ram-
Lucio's
yeah.
his hand move for amping. I'm like, ah, shit.
Yeah,
jump scare.
yeah. And see, this is where we could just use coal, like right here. You know,
Also, okay, here it is. Why am I not a cart? Why am I not a cart? Why am I not a cart? Why am I not a cart?
yeah. I mean, it's fine. You know. So you're thinking about pulse.
Yeah, I get. That's what it
Go
was.
cart.
I'm getting in a lot of trouble. Getting on cart.
We get checked, but like,
No, hold against me.
I got
And you guys
checkpoint.
have double support ulted, and so you should lose the fight on top.
I'm gonna drop.
really?
Orbing you?
You should,
Got Tracer.
but you're just the goat.
No,
So
I need help. I need help. I need help.
True,
Go,
true,
go.
true.
Stop,
As usual, my team is on my back.
He's one.
Soldier one, too.
What did Cam say?
clip that.
It's a 5-person bike, and I'm the only one with pedals. Was that his quote?
Yeah.
One.
Without pedals.
Lucius one. Lucius one. Lucius one.
well, this is a
Lucius one. Lucius
what?
one. Lucius one.
What is that? There's like some Peanuts comic
one.
quote. What is it? A fantastic catch of a routine fly ball.
Straight out, right?
It's basically what this team fight has been. Like the most
we end up
dramatic.
losing. Believe it
Bro,
or not.
you
Believe
do
it or
lose
not.
this. You do
We
lose
do
this
lose
fight.
this team fight.
Just Tracer.
Well, okay, we
Oh
push him
my
back, and
days.
then we basically get no progress and lose, because then now
Oh
our
my days.
yeah, isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? How did we lose that fight? Can you break that down? Go back.
Yeah, I mean, like of course it's very simple.
Trouble.
Double support
You guys,
ult, is that
you
really
guys
it?
double support. You guys double support ulted, and did nothing with either.
No, hold against me.
So then instead of holding space with your beat into the Sojourn ultimate, so that you can actually like let your Sojourn hit shots, you then get no point progress. You layer support ults,
Got Tracer.
Well, we get checked,
I need
but
help. I
he's
need
just.
help. I need help. I need
which means then you lose space on top because you've wasted
Yeah.
beat.
Soldier right, go on.
And then we flux.
And which then also means that you don't get pocket because your team can't support you because they're not on high ground.
Soldier.
He's one.
Soldier one, sir.
I love the healing, bro. I love it so much.
The flux is good, but unnecessary if you guys had positioned properly in the first place.
Lucio one,
But here's
Lucio
where
one,
it's in
Lucio's
theory
one.
unlosable.
Lucio's one. Lucio's one. Lucio's
I
one.
die
Leave it.
and Cam gets stuck.
Pulse bomb shouldn't have been a problem because this fight should have been cleaned up 7 years ago.
Lucio's one.
Yeah, I know.
And then you should have had more support, more resources because your support's been in better position in the first place. Like it's
I
like
see,
one of
I
those
see.
things where it's like everyone like always analyzes the last 5 seconds, but it's the opposite. You should be analyzing the first 5 seconds.
because of the domino effect will
Exactly.
determine the last 5
Exactly.
seconds. Okay.
Exactly. Because it's like, what could you have done differently here? I mean, we could have pulled out, like, maybe you could have run to Mega, or maybe your supports could have healed you a little bit. But like, this was like a really stressful moment in the fight. Of course, things are going to hit like go crazy.
All the 26 other outs before Cam got pulse bomb.
Right. The key thing is to choose your battles where it's like simple. Like what's the simple thing? Get your Sigma to anticipate pulse bomb, or to just not layer support ultimates. Right.
Yeah.
What's the more easy fix? And I think that's where
It's
you
like,
gotta
oh, why
put
didn't
your
you eat pulse bomb? It's like, okay, well, why were you have HP?
pretty much.
Why
Pretty
our
much.
positioning was
Pretty much.
weird in that first place?
Pretty much. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
Based Boger follower, love that guy.
Yeah. Freaking hate that guy. So, questions.
Let's see here. Was there? Yeah, I'm looking back at the VOD myself. Because there might have been one other fight that I might have wanted to look at, if you have time, of course.
I got time to look at one more. I have one more after the session, so.
Okay. Or maybe not. Maybe there's not. I was just looking at the fights, seeing. Yeah, can we take a quick look at last fight? It doesn't have to be long. I just wanted to wrap it up. You can skip the fights in between that fight and last fight.
Last fight of
They were
Esperanza?
Yeah, last fight on Esperanza. Because the fights in between that were basically just, like to even trades. Nothing of like insane value happens. Or actually, I know why we lose this fight. It was because of the weird split. Never mind. You don't have to look at last fight. We can just we can look at questions instead.
I'm just gonna force card.
I was
We can
just
look
looking
at
back-
we can look at what?
Or you know what I mean.
Oh, questions. We can look at questions.
Okay, whatever. Pepper the
Do
question.
you guys have any questions you want to look at? Feel free.
guy.
I don't know
let's see
I
here.
don't know how to look at questions.
I don't either. I also don't know how to pepper mantras or denigrate our conversation. So Dimitri, how's
man.
gonna fill us in?
This coaching session just denigrates. It
Minor
just
spelling
denigrates.
mistake.
Minor spelling mistake. Dying laughing.
I will say, I am really reliant on Milk to tell me where to position, just because of
Yeah, Milk has you on a freaking doggy collar leash, man. It's
Well, I
crazy.
mean, I mean, it's also because I know he knows way more than I do about the game, so it's like I kind of rely on him for
True.
positioning. Because like, I don't know if you guys look at Kingsville at all. If you're on Kingsville, you
We
will
didn't,
hear
no.
him. Okay, you will hear him constantly be like, okay, left high ground. Okay, now fall back to right. Now go back to left.
But that was actually good because you beat Pengolex in a lot of 1v1s, the top 40 bash in one trick, because you had Lucio and he didn't.
yeah,
It's fine for Milk to have you on like his freaking pet, man. That's okay.
Yeah. I just want to get to a point where I don't need him.
Well, you always
Like,
need him. It's probably good.
I would. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I'm not saying like I don't like I need to be able to think like, oh hey, I should push up without him telling me.
Ah, yes, I agree with that.
Okay, yeah,
I agree with that. That's a good point. That's a good point. Any
All right,
questions?
questions. Okay, general comp question.
Sure.
If we decide to play Sigma, kind of an off meta pick instead of Ram or Queen with this kind of like Tracer, Lucio, Sojourn kind of style of comp, what adjustments do we need to make in terms of play style in order to compensate for our Sigma?
Watch the M80 versus.
I know it's kind of a vast
No,
question.
fine.
Like
Watch the Timeless
open-ended.
versus M80 match. Colosseo maybe, and Oasis. No. Samoa Beach. First
Can
map.
you write that down in your notes to me in your like DM? Okay, because I will take a look at that. Who played Sigma? Which
Heimless, Colosseo, and Samoa Beach.
Sigma?
What player played Sigma?
Hawk.
Oh, Hawk.
Yep.
Hawk
was better at JQ.
Good range management. Good range, like consistent pressure. Good range management, and hitting every single rock on Nemesis.
Okay, yeah.
Every
he
single
definitely
rock.
hits a lot of rock on Nemesis. Like the amount of rocks he hit on Nemesis was crazy.
Yeah, and you can also like. I mean, it's not even like a complicated thing. It's just don't waste your rock and then get pushed. Get run down. Basically, it's like you just hold the rock, hold the rock, hold the rock, hold the rock. He Nemesis for him. No, he doesn't. That's it. And then your Flux is actually really, really good at catching aggression as well.
I see.
So like any Nemesis form, any beat engage, any annihilation, any Kiriko, just use it.
He definitely displayed that in the matches that we didn't look at that we won. He played Sigma on Circuit, which is obviously a good Sigma map, but they played Ram, and he had rock on every single Nemesis, and then also caught like with Flux the Queen Rush on Suravasa a few times.
Yep.
He's a good Sig player.
Yep.
I hope he doesn't watch this because he has a ginormous ego, and I think I called him the best on the team. If you're watching, I actually hate you so much. Not you, Spilo.
No, it's fine. I figured as much.
Okay. What about other like supports DPS? Is there anything that we should do to change because of a Sigma, or should we just kind of play our own game?
I don't think anything really changes. I will say one thing that like generally your Sigma is a little bit more self-sufficient than the Ramatra, so it opens up your other support to be a little bit more selfish with where they can position. So it definitely leans more into the 5-head kind of playstyle.
Yeah. Also a good thing because we probably know this from before, but the Kiba guy is insane.
Yeah.
Like just ludicrous. He will rock into their backline with field and kill 7. Okay, other questions. Last question.
Hey, just put him on Sojourn.
Yeah, actually. Okay, just a random question, kind of unrelated from anything we've discussed today. How do you deal with Widow? Like, I know it's super open-ended, but like we have been having some trouble sometimes. Not this map. This match was good, but against really, really, really good Widow players, we are not good enough at Widow. All of us, every DPS player, to like mirror. So, what's the best way to beat Widow without like mirroring a 1v1? Say Circuit, for example, or Havana or Junkertown. Like good Widow maps. Is it like full dive? Is it like what are you thinking here?
Man, I don't know. Like, the easiest way to beat it would probably just, gosh. I mean, you could cheese like it doesn't really play into your strengths to run like a Ram Brawl, but you could run like a Sigma Brawl, I guess. If you really don't want to play that war, you could.
Yeah, sometimes we like. What are the alternatives to the poke war? I guess is kind of what I'm saying.
Really,
most of the time we win the poke war, but sometimes we don't.
You could do Sig Lucio May.
Okay, all right.
Like Sig Lucio May Reaper or something like that, or Sig Lucio
just
May.
Get a hard rush comp.
Yeah, just like a harder rush comp and try and see how that goes. Yeah. Not to be easy, but yeah, at the very least, like it's on defense, it's like, hey, we get a lot of extra fights. We play. You're basically playing for your ults at that point.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it's a good solution, but it is a solution.
No, it's definitely true. We ran Sig May on Circuit against a team that we were having trouble poking with and ran them down pretty well. But I figured I'd ask because I like dread the day that we run into a team with like a top 100 Widow player, and that's just the reason we lose. It hasn't really happened that much because our Sigma's insane, and we can kind of compensate for like not having, or like I play Hanzo right, and just try and like fight him, or Sky's actually pretty good Widow. He's not like insane, but like he's still pretty good, so he can like take the duel sometimes. But I don't know. I just fear Widows sometimes. Widows scare me.
Yeah, I understand.
Anyways, that was the last question I had. Oh, I haven't looked. Oh, look.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just like biggest weakness is I don't understand the game at this level.
Sure.
Well, you definitely do. I mean, you definitely do. Don't sell yourself short. You got a lot better.
Like yeah, I mean I have gotten better, right? But it's like most of these games I get confused, but I keep it together because I always have someone telling me what I need to do.
That's you do have Milk or Cam micromanaging you a lot of time, but that's fine. I mean, you can still understand the game and get like I get micromanaged by that. Could you put one or two more notes about comms. I feel like we discussed more about comms than just this.
You tell me.
Okay, let's think here. What did we discuss about comms besides these things?
What things did we?
Oh, faster fight plans, so they don't like walk up on us and interrupt our conversation with a ram ult. And then knowing when not to overextend because they have the ults to. I mean, that is ult tracking, yes, but it's also like a specific, concrete example of changing your fight plan because of ult tracking. Like, hey guys, I know we have Blizzard and ram ult, but let's not run into Queen because they have both support ults.
Yep.
That probably would have saved us from using beat, and the snowball would have. I mean, I threw anyways, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Anyways, I think that's probably about the last things I had for notes and questions.
Anything else?
Yeah, you have anything else, Sky, or no?
I mean, not really. I mean, most of my things is just like positioning. I just need to know what to stand.
What about you, Legat? You got any questions, Legat? You might not be here, but.
Oh no, I'm just enjoying like listening to the coaching session because I think it gets my head in the right mind space for things like comp and stuff, and
Yeah, true.
makes me understand how to
Speaking of failures, Hezbollah, you have any questions?
What's up, bro? Oh, no. I only saw like a solid 10 minutes, so.
Did you see yourself? You're famous, Hezbollah. You're in the Farah video.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I remember that game very well.
Yeah, I do too, sadly. But yeah,